What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology forecast for August 16th. It's a Monday, 2021. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're all doing outstanding. I did a live tonight before this live of this daily horoscope. Went over the collective weekly as well as your sun and rising sign. What is it called? Put a little timestamp on that video. So if you just want to jump to your sun or rising and see what I had to say for that horoscope, it's there. I hope you check it out. Truly appreciate you all so much. I hope you're doing well. Well, we're going to see that Mercury come off the square to the nodes today. That's a big deal. It's going to quincunx Saturn. We're also going to see Venus. It's full day here in Libra as it ingressed in late last night into its home sign of Libra. So we had Venus go from fall position to dignification to its home. So a lot about this energy is really about finding that beauty and that balance in our life, finding that creative reflection that we're looking for in other people. Relationships get brought up big, other people get brought up very big. So how are we finding that reflection? That's super important. Let's take a look at the chart and go into it a little bit more. We're seeing that sun at 24 degrees of Leo, which is a Venusian, Libra degree in itself, in the degree, step astrology that I practice. So, and, Christopher Witecki, of course, came up with step astrology. So shout out to him. Want to say that. But it's going to quincunx Pluto at 24 degrees also today. So we're definitely feeling that yod between Neptune, a little bit today too, but it's more on the Pluto aspect of these, this transformation into the heart of certain structures we can build. I think it's deep, it's impulsive. We're seeing where we can really push the heart today for matters that are going to bring balance and beauty into our life. That becomes a big theme with Venus here in Libra. Venus is going to, start making some nice aspects to the nodes. It's going to start, making some nice aspects to Saturn and Jupiter. So I feel like that Venus is going to help us see a lot of beauty, but it's through extremes. So we're still seeing these extremes when it comes to other people in our life, whether it's relationships or just people outside of self. So, look for the people in life that bring you that comfort and that balance and have that same sort of vision of what life can be. I think that can be extremely beneficial right now. And as we're seeing Mars especially, start to work on a quincunx to Chiron in Aries, and we're also going to see that moon in Sagittarius trying to open things up. So Monday can be a lot more open. It was a pretty deep dive weekend with that moon in Scorpio, the yods, Mercury square the nodes. I think we're starting to, emotionally see in our personal lives and how we're feeling of where we can expand and grow. The moon's going to be with the south node today. Loves the south node. So there's definitely good energy, but we are going to see moon square Mars and Mercury, as well as make a nice sextile to Saturn and a trine to Chiron. So we're feeling like a pretty wide array of emotions. We're seeing where we can kind of take responsibility for the future we want to create with the people, find that balance. We're seeing what can open up for ourselves if we're ready to make a transformation for the heart. That's super important. Like following your heart, having the courage to express yourself fully, that's what's going to open things up. And I think that we have to find some like emotional authority and some emotional courage here. We're having that moon square Mars, square Mercury, and Mercury's coming off the square to the nodes. So, and Mercury's quincunx Saturn today. So I think there's this level of like, if you want beauty and balance in your life, and if you want to expand and grow things right now, you have to be willing to make a big change of like maybe your emotional beliefs, or maybe along the lines of, the visions and the subconscious feelings that you have. And like, are you ready to, get out of an old story? Are you going to find comfort in the old story? Or are you going to keep looking for those new exciting directions? And I think this is where mentally we have to be very responsible. And it's not only just the mental responsibility, but it's the action, it's the push here to tidy things up, to expand, to look for new options, to look for new horizons, because I think we can find and start to build really powerful and connected structures with connected people if we're willing to open up these areas. Mars quincunx Chiron's a weird one because, Mars is our identity, Aries is our identity. There's ego involved here. So we're all feeling this like need to hyper analyze who we are or be, super critical, but we don't want to criticize ourselves to detriment, to a place of feeling wounded or feeling like less than. It's in these deep, vulnerable places that we're going to have so much practical insight into what we can move forward with, what we can find emotional power, emotional visions, and start to see things open up. That moon trine Chiron is going to feel good in the evening. And of course, that moon sextile Saturn is going to give us, I think, the emotional, stability and like integrity to really go into what's connecting, what's beautiful, what relationships are, the best for us right now. It is a split in a lot of ways with people, so we're trying to tribe up. That's kind of a theme this week as we come into the second full moon in Aquarius. Um, a lot of the expanse, a lot of the structure, a lot of the building of the things that we're going for in life right now involve people. People are super important. So we got to find some compassion. We got to find some love. I think if you let your heart guide you today, you're going to start to see doors open up. You don't want to get comfortable in an old story, though, when it's very clear that we're starting to see a new story open up. And I think it's about being willing to take the action, to make the changes, to go on that expanse, to go on that journey of what the new doors are. And not so much what the past was or what the old was, but really looking at the new reality and the new essence that you want to mold and shift and understand and get practical about. That's where the vision is. That's where some of the most beautiful things can take place into the future and into what's going to connect you to that future. We'll use this deck today. Hope you're all doing very well. I'm doing a bunch of live streams this week, so I definitely hope you stick around for that. Gonna do some donation-based chart readings live for anybody interested. I'll put out I'll set up a stream date for that. It'll probably be tomorrow night. I'll probably start that. So I'll put something out, and I hope to see if people are interested. Definitely trying some new things here on this channel, and since I'm back on YouTube full time, I figure I might as well go live more. I might as well do more interactive stuff. I have a couple ideas of some shows. Some are kind of like, I don't know, kind of like school oriented, where I'm going to show you, how I use astrology to go back into the past and look ahead of like what could be coming, and I guess where the channel like kind of comes from. It's from where the planets were, where they're going, and how to use that. So hopefully that's another show that you're interested in. We'll see. We'll never know until we find out. We'll never know what this card is till I pull it. And it is the Knight of Wands upright. Definitely a time to be fearless right now. Let's ride off there. Let's grab our heart, grab our courage. I think we're in a place of like courage is the greatest transformation. And if we're a little bit fearless, but we keep that love in our heart, I think that we can define a really beautiful path. And yes, we're going to see extremes. Yes, we're going to see people in a different light. And we're going to see a lot of that reflection. So the people in your immediate life right now, you're going to see a great reflection of the life that you want to live. And I think that a lot of it comes down to, if you want to expand and grow, you have to be fearless and grab that heart, grab that courage to really ride off into the direction that your heart wants to be. And that's where tribe energy is going to come. That's where you're going to find a lot of that magnetic connection, and a lot of that beauty and balance that we all might be looking for in such an unbalanced reality. But I don't think we get there unless we hop on that horse with our flame of our heart and charge off and not be scared of what we're going to see, but to know that we have all the creative potential in that moment of courage to make reality beautiful today. I love you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful Monday, and I will see you for tomorrow's horoscope mañana. Peace.